Hi, this is Xane Daniel. I wanted to thank you so much for participating in this meditation and activation. This is not just a guided meditation, but it is an activation. I work with an extra-dimensional collective called the Hathors. They're very powerful, and by listening to the sound of my voice, you're being activated by the Hathors, and then peppered throughout this meditation, you'll receive very specific, targeted energy healing through activations. And how these activations work is I will say, breath in. And when I do, you'll take a nice big deep breath and you'll hold it at the top and you'll wait for me to say the word awaken. And then you can exhale. But it will be loud, so don't be too surprised when it bursts into your ears. This is the signal that will send a high burst of energy to accomplish whatever it is that we're trying to accomplish. And as with all high vibrational energy activations or attunements, it's important for you to know that this can result in a little bit of a recovery period. So don't be surprised if you feel extra tired or extra wide awake. Drink plenty of water after you listen to this. And this recovery period could actually take a couple of days for you to get over. But understand that if you do experience a recovery period, you've gone through quite the transformation. To use the Monday meditations as intended, I invite you to listen to each one all week, every day, until the next Monday meditation releases, and then use that one every day for a week. Each time you listen to them, they will become more and more integrated into the amazing being that you already are. Go ahead and close your eyes and take a nice big deep breath. And relax as you exhale. Feel yourself sinking into the chair that you're sitting in. And most likely, you won't be at peace yet. And that's probably why you're listening to this. So for some of you, it's very difficult to actually relax. To relax all the muscles, to actually take those deep breaths. I've run into many people who only take a half breath in and a half breath out, and they don't even realize that they can go so much deeper. And the only way that you can do that is to release some anxiety, release some past experiences, and really, truly surrender to the moment. So we're going to do a few exercises to help you get into that relaxation of the moment. If you need to do some of those other things that I was just talking about, releasing anxiety or releasing those past memories, then there are other meditations that you can listen to that I've talked about on my channel. So I encourage you to find those and enjoy them. For right now, what I really want you to focus on is your shoulders. We carry so much on them. We use our hands and our arms and our elbows and our fingers so much that these shoulders really take the brunt of that. But not only that, they are support for our head. And when we feel anxiety or concerns about past events, then we tend to clench our shoulders together. But to really truly relax now, there's multiple layers of relaxation that you'll want to get to. So the first one is just, okay, I'm going to relax my shoulders. Okay, that feels a little bit better. But they're still there holding up your arms or holding up your head. So I want you to be okay with your head kind of falling forward a little bit or falling off to the side a little bit. Just let that go a little bit. You don't have to completely. But just start to let it go and notice what kind of an impact that has on your shoulders. You can relax those hands and those fingers you work so hard all the time. You're typing, or you're writing, you're drawing, or you're riding a horse, or whatever it is that you do. Those hands are always in use. So right now, you have no responsibility. They can relax. You can relax your forearms and your elbows. And notice if anything is clenched. Because sure, there's bending the elbow, there's using the fingers. But then you might even notice that you have these muscles sort of half clenched. So go through each one. Check the left forearm. Make sure that there's nothing clenched there. The left upper arm. Really focus on relaxing that. And then the right forearm. And the right upper arm. And those shoulders are just always at work. For some of you, even when you're sleeping, because you're bracing, you're grimacing, you're tightening them because of whatever that you're carrying with you all the time. But this is a time where you're not dreaming, you're not doing anything but listening to my voice. And so you can truly relax, knowing that right now you have no responsibility. Nothing that needs to be done. I'm sure you have plenty of things. But guess what? You'll get to it. You'll take care of it. You always do. You always will. But right now, you've got time set aside for yourself. So take those thoughts, those worries, those concerns, that giant list of things that you want to do or that you need to do or that you should do, and leave that for later. If during this process you come up with something that you need to do, grab a piece of paper and write it down or type it in on your phone. Because you don't need to try to remember it, because that process of remembering the things that you're responsible for will cause those shoulders to get tense again. So it's looking at the mind and saying, mind, it's time to go on a little mini vacation. And this mini vacation is going to last as long as this meditation, and as long as you want to keep it going after the meditation. So thank you, mind. You've been doing an excellent job of coming up with all the things that I need to worry about, or all the things that I need to make sure that I do, or trying to figure out what's wrong. You're finally at a point where you can take a little break. You can take a little vacation. And when you go on vacation, you don't sit there and think about all the stuff that you need to be doing at work or at home. You truly focus in on the vacation. You know that you shouldn't think about those other things, and so you work hard at first, and then it comes very naturally to let all those things go. So allow yourself this true break. So now, with our shoulders more relaxed, I want you to focus in on your root chakra. This is at the base of the spine. And when you think about urination or elimination in general, there's a series of muscles that hold those things in place, that holds the urine in place and holds your bowels in place. That series of muscles are constantly engaged. That's why, of course, when someone really truly passes out or they come close to death, they generally eliminate, because those muscles are finally not being flexed. So this is your opportunity to relax those to a point, not all the way, because of course I don't want you to soil yourself while you're sitting here during this meditation. But to relax them, and you'll be surprised at how far you can relax them without actually having to worry about eliminating. So this muscle group really does control both forms of elimination, but they can be separate as well. So I really want you to focus in on relaxing the urination muscle group just enough, just a little, so that you don't obviously pee yourself, but that you feel that relaxation occur. And then what you'll find is that you can do it again, and you can relax it more. And then you can do it again, and you can relax it more. And you can keep doing this on, and you surprise the heck out of yourself by how relaxed you can make that muscle group. While you're doing this, you might notice that the bowel group is still engaged in the same way. So now you can focus on that one and relax another layer, and relax another layer, and keep on going. Amazingly, this just keeps going and going until you finally get to the point where either you'll worry that you'll soil yourself, or you'll realize that you don't actually have to hold them, that they kind of take care of themselves. This has been called the connection to your soul, that when this muscle group finally relaxes, then your soul leaves your body. It won't in this case, of course, but you get the idea of how much you tighten these muscle groups and how relaxing them feels both uncomfortable and relaxing. So I want you to picture yourself floating on a cloud. You've laid back under this cottony, warm, comfortable blanket. Your arms are outstretched straight out to your sides. Your head is laying down, supported. You see the other clouds floating above. Your feet and legs are relaxed, either straight out or slightly spread. And your shoulders are relaxed, and these muscle groups are relaxed. You finally get to just enjoy this incredible sight of the clouds above, the blue sky, the warmth of the sun. If you have any passing thoughts of distraction at any kind, allow them to come through and then return to laying on that cloud, looking up at the blue sky. And remember that you can rest and be secure in your creation. You've created all that exists. You are Source, as we all are. And there's nothing that has to be done. There's nothing that has to be corrected or fixed. Everything just gets to be allowed to play out. You can observe it. You can ignore it. It doesn't matter. Just like you, everything simply is. There is no wrong, there is no right. There is no good, there is no evil. There is no good enough, and there is no not good enough. Everything that you've ever done, everything that you've ever seen, everything that you've ever been a part of, and everything that you will do, and everything that you will see, and everything that you will be a part of is going swimmingly. And when you know that, then all of those burdens that you were carrying are completely unnecessary. So as you remain there on that cloud, the sun sets, and now you're looking up at the night sky. You've never seen the stars so bright in your life. There's no light pollution whatsoever because you're miles above the Earth's surface. The moon is on the other side of the planet, so it's not causing any of those stars to be lost. You've never seen so many stars from here. And you can just marvel at the beauty, at the galaxy and the multiple galaxies that you're observing. Does it matter what's happening on the Pleiades right now? Does it matter what's happening on Andromeda or Essassani or any of the other multi-dimensional planets? Are you responsible for anything that's happening there right now? No, of course not. Those things are all happening exactly as they're supposed to, just like everything here on this planet. So you've done everything right. Congratulations. You have no responsibilities. You're like a proud lioness mother. Her cubs have grown into adults, and your responsibility is now over. They will fare exactly how they need to, and they are now on their own journey. The same has happened throughout your entire life. Every person that you've ever interacted with, you've helped them, you've guided them, whether you meant to or not. And you've done an excellent job of sending them on their own journey. So now you just get to live in this infinite moment, the infinite now, where there is no future and there is no past. There is only right now. As you continue to float on this cloud, you might notice as the cloud begins to descend You might not notice it either because your only frame of reference are those incredible stars above you. But as your cloud descends, it returns you to the bed, to the chair, or whatever it is that you were sitting or laying on at the beginning of this meditation. And you can find yourself sitting there, relaxing, and truly being at peace. Peace is one of the highest vibrational emotions that you can experience. Peace means that you are no longer in resistance. It means that you are no longer struggling or fighting or battling or convincing or changing anything. It means you just are. And not only are you, but you're absolutely fine with it. Judgment is lost because you're not saying, oh, I shouldn't have wasted my time doing this, or I shouldn't have this, or I shouldn't have that, etc., etc. It's truly recognizing that everything that you are and everything that you do and have done is perfect. It's perfectly fine. You have provided exactly what the universe and the world has needed from you. Nothing more. And you can trust and know that moving forward, you'll always provide exactly what the universe needs. And by the universe, I might mean someone close to you, or your work, or your play, or whatever you choose to do from this peaceful state. Because from this state, everything is possible. You don't have to effort. You simply go into a peaceful state, know that everything is working perfectly, and then maybe you'll have a passing thought. Oh, it would be nice if I had this. Or it would be nice if this happened in my life. From this place of true peace, the fastest manifestation will occur. But if you're stressed and struggling and worried, and then try to make a request, it doesn't work the same. Because your vibration is much lower. You're focused on what's wrong rather than what's right. And the vibrational frequency of those lower emotions has a different kind of power. Yes, it's powerful. But the most powerful for what you truly want is at the top. Unconditional love, gratitude, peace. So come here to this peaceful place anytime you want anything. And if you get good at it, you'll eventually say, you know what? I don't need anything at all. I'm such at peace that wanting is resistance. I want you to go ahead and wiggle your fingers and your toes and start to bring yourself back into this body. Much more relaxed, much less stress, much less worry. Just yourself, your true, beautiful self. And when you're ready to add some of this peace into your life and to come back here whenever you want, you can open your eyes. Thank you for participating in this meditation. It's my pleasure to bring it to you. And if you like this sort of content, always Leave a message below. Let me know how it was for you. And I suggest listening to this any day that you need that peaceful respite. And most certainly each day until next week's video. Until then, I love you unconditionally. And I'll see you next time.